All right, here we go. Everybody, welcome to the show. I can't read any of this because my eyes suck.
Is Green Chef one of your sponsors for this show?
No.
Talk about that today or no?
No, this is for totally different show.
That was my food.
Oh, well, you can still talk about it if you like them. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Some dirt in my nose.
Dirt in your nose? What the frick? All right. Showtime. Getting texts from people.
Yep.
What
Don't worry about it.
Don't you talk to her anymore. All right, here we go. I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, it didn't play. Try that again. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Skim Show. I'm Scott.
And I'm Kim.
And we're back. Oh, I did the wrong video. There it is.
There
and we're
we
back,
are.
everybody. Hi, we're
our
back.
Matching shirts.
Yep.
We didn't plan that at all.
You know, I'm just going to say that the new recording time is 11:30 because it takes me that long to post all the TMS stuff.
Okay.
So that's how it's going to be. Mondays, 11:30 Mountain Time.
Yes, I've been waiting around. It's not my fault.
Oh, it's not your fault.
It's just that he has to do his other show. So
no,
you guys have been waiting for us.
You came down earlier and you checked.
At 11.
And I said, I'm not done yet. I got to get this file up. And you said, okay, let me know when you're ready. And I called her, and now here we are at 11:30.
At 11:30, so perfect.
Already updated the calendar. The streaming calendar already now says 11:30. I did it right before we started.
We've changed it a lot lately, so maybe they still won't believe us.
Yeah.
But it is 11:30 on Mondays.
That's right. Do you want to talk about the intense elephant in the room?
What?
Did you know about the elephant in the room?
No.
That I'm going to bring up?
No.
Are you all nervous about it now?
No. I don't know what you're talking about, but no. I'm not nervous.
Our daughter, Carter, is getting surgery this week.
Yes. I wouldn't say this is an elephant.
It's not an elephant, but I'm stressed about it. I'm nervous because it's her eyeballs.
She's getting eye surgery, which she has been waiting until now to do. She had to wait till she was over 21.
Yeah.
And last year they said to wait another year and we'll see how it goes. And she's getting PRK.
PRK, Park for short.
Park. She's getting surgery done. It's a LASIK procedure, but
it's
one
pre-LASIK
that works better for her. Yeah.
Right? Like it was what they had before LASIK, and then LASIK was like a cooler technology.
She's still going to do LASIK. It's not pre-LASIK surgery.
No, what I mean is like it was a thing you did before LASIK became a thing.
Yes. So it's a lot longer recovery time, but it's better for her eyes because she has thin corneas.
She has weird corneas.
Things. So that's fine.
Or not weird corneas.
Not weird.
Thin
just
corneas.
Thin.
Right?
So she is getting surgery out this week, and we're all excited for her, but yet
she's excited. She's excited because she'll be able to see for real for once in her life.
Yes, she's been wearing glasses since she was 4.
Yeah, and
that's only because she used to sit so close to the TV that we finally tried to do an eye test with her, and we were like, "Oh, she can't see anything. No wonder she's been sitting so close to the TV and standing in front of it while you're trying to watch it. It's great."
I want her to know what it's like to be normal with her eyesight. And this is a chance for her to do that, and it's the fact that it's better for her kind of eyes is good. The guy who did my weird advanced cataract thing is same dude. Mm-hmm. The guy's renowned, like the best in the business. Nobody does better eye stuff than him. And this isn't really some place where it's like, come on in and get a $400 per eye deal at the thing.
No, it's definitely not that. She has to pay quite a bit for this.
Yeah.
But it's really, really good. She's excited, but really nervous. She's already asked me, should I keep wearing glasses after the surgery because I'm so used to wearing glasses? I'm like, trust me, you're not going to want to.
No, there's no reason to.
You're going to be really excited when you realize how nice it is not to wear glasses.
She's going to do great. And it's going to be, for her as such a visual person and artist she's becoming, she deserves something cool like this. So that happens on Friday. And I'm just having dad nerves for her, just worried about her.
And I'm just the one running to the eye doctor today for pre-check. I think Thursday we go, and then Friday, and then Saturday for a 24-hour check, and then next week it's just a lot of.
But then she's going on
visits,
a trip to Japan with her cousins.
A month later,
and so I just want to make sure everything's good by the time she goes to Japan.
Of course.
Because I don't want her on some flight and suddenly her eye bursts because they,
Holy.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's not likely, but
catastrophe.
Okay.
I got to think of the catastrophes.
Dad-tastrophes over here.
Dad-tastrophe. There you go, Dad-tastrophe. That's good. I like that.
Thanks.
That may be today's title.
I made that up myself.
Somebody submit that as a title. We'll let democracy take it.
Dad-tastrophe.
So yeah, that's a thing. and but she's so prepared for this. Like her own tax refund is going to pay for the surgery. So she's not going into debt for this. The trip she already had funds put aside for. Like she's so damned efficient and independent. It's almost
so
gross.
Adult of you, Carter.
She's very adult. I don't know if she's listening right now. Probably not.
Well, I'm saying it anyway. It's just so adult of you.
May as well say it anyway. But she's a good kid. I'm proud of her, and now I'm just a little nervous. And so is she, but she's also excited nervous, which is a different kind of nervous.
Yeah.
You guys should have seen her in Endgame. She bawled her freaking eyes out. She cried from way early, like halfway through. I'm not going to spoil anything.
No spoilers.
The directors of that movie said we're already past the spoiler point. Do I believe them or do I believe me?
Do you want anyone to get mad at you?
No. Whatever. I'm kind of cranky today. I'm grumpy.
I'm sorry.
What can you do as my wife and my helpmate?
I've made you lunch.
Do you hate that term, helpmate?
You.
It's very biblical.
Stop it.
You are my helpmate.
It's very grandfatherish.
Yeah. But we took a weekend off and went for Mother's Day all weekend, and that was fun. That's
what it is. Maybe you have the Mondays where by Sunday night you're like sick of everything. You've taken time off, so you feel behind.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow's Monday, and that's a whole other week of stuff going on, and we have a lot of stuff this week.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
The Mondays.
So I apologize because
I go the opposite direction. I get excited for Sunday night because I know Monday morning I wake up and I have tons to do. Trust me, because the house was a mess because I wasn't here all weekend.
Yeah.
I was really surprised at the messes I found.
I'm just annoyed with myself. Like today, I feel like today we had on TMS, it wasn't like a fight, but I had a little argument about 3D with Brian. And I think it went further than I would have planned because I'm cranky. I'm just cranky. Over that. I'm cranky today.
You're
I don't
cranky
know.
And you just interrupted my story. So
sorry, you're still continue your story. I want to hear it. Keep going. No, give me your story.
I made you lunch today. You should be happy about that.
Oh, sweet. What'd you make? What do we got?
What was it called? It had a cool name. It came in our green chef box.
Green chef box.
Beef
stroganoff.
No.
Nope.
It's never that. No. It's this really good lunch. I actually made 3 meals today already.
Whoa. How'd you burn through that?
I like to cook in the morning. That's what I mean by my Mondays. I know that I wake up, I get cleaning, I get everything done first thing in the morning, and then I start cooking.
She made me a matcha tea.
I made you a matcha. It was a blueberry matcha or a berry matcha.
Berry matcha. It's one of our There Will Be Dungeons branded ones.
There Will Be Dungeons, yes.
Yeah.
It's the one he really
And I love that one. It's the right kind of caffeine for me.
It's the Phoenix Pearl Tea.
At phoenixpearltea.com. She's awesome. Gwen makes great tea.
Fantastic.
Oh, and on TMS,
every morning.
I talked about the tea grotto on the show today.
Oh, the one we went
to.
That
was cool.
That was very cool.
Yeah, if you're in Salt Lake and you want to get good tea, look up the tea grotto. It's not quite downtown, but it's close. It's right in there.
It's pretty close.
It's just south of the city. Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Anyway, it was fun. We like to do these little staycation downtown things. First of all, we love downtown Salt Lake City. It's awesome.
Yes. Very great restaurants.
It's just a great place to be. It's not too crowded. It's clean. Yeah. It's
we have good
beautiful.
Parks, good restaurants, good streets that are clean. We even went to one of the back alleys behind a building because we were looking at this cool old building, and it was clean, which was
everything's
clean.
You always hear that too. Like comedians will come to town, nationally known.
What
comedians.
have you guys been doing?
They'll go to like Wise Guys and go, "Why is your city so clean?"
It's so
it almost
clean.
freaks them out that it's so clean. But anyway,
it's nice. Though.
Yeah, so it's not just constant squishy gum on the ground and all that stuff you get in Vegas. Anyway, we had a really good time. It's also less expensive and fun and relaxing. We went with friends, with Darren and Ruth Ann. They were great. Lots of good food. That taco place we talked about a couple episodes ago now expanded. They have more rooms. Now you have no excuse. You should go down to Taco.
Was there an excuse before?
I mean,
no.
It was great, though.
Such great tacos.
Anyway, the tea place was good, so we want to recommend that. What was the breakfast place? The Naked Pig or something like that?
Pig in a jelly jar?
Pig in a jelly jar.
And a jelly jar.
Pig and a jelly jar. That was great breakfast. I would eat there again, and the prices were insanely reasonable. I couldn't believe that.
Really good. Really good.
And we always eat at Eva's Bakery once, and we did that, and that was great as always.
My niece works there, and her roommate, they both helped us out, and it was awesome.
Yeah, she was very sweet. She gave us an employee discount while we were there.
Friends and family. Yeah.
Kim bought a Queen Amon, or you tried, they were out of them?
I tried, they were out.
Yeah.
They only make so many.
But we got a bunch of broken...
Macarons?
What are they? Macaroons?
Macarons.
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 But they were busted up because they were in the rear, so she gave them to us.
Cute.
Yeah, it was really sweet. But that won't get her in trouble with it.
No.
Okay. They're just going to throw them out or something.
Exactly.
Anyway, so that was great. So you should always go there. And then dinners, we ate at this Thai place. What was that called? Thai Jungle.
Crua Thai.
Crua Thai.
Crua Thai. Thai Jungle. Nice.
And it was super authentic and yummy.
Yeah, that was really good.
The guy barely knew English. That's how I know it was good.
I had the Masaman curry, and that was
Masaman curry. They had a pad Thai over there across the table from us.
Really good stuff.
They have this funny kind of thing where it seems like a place that someone would sit you down with menus, but you don't.
It used to be. That's why.
Oh, is that why?
Last time I was there, they did. They came to your table and you had menus and everything.
Because now they changed it.
You go to the counter and you order it. So it was just a
little different. And even every table has a little sign on it that says, "Don't sit down. Go up to the counter and order your damn food." So you go.
Just like that.
Yeah. It's like taped to the table. You go up front, you get it. They give you a number like they're going to bring it to you. But even then, they just go, "Number 4, the thing with the stuff," and you go get it. But they were
really nice, though. They're really cute.
Oh, the food is fantastic. Yeah. No complaints.
Family-run business. They start making it after you order it. I love that.
Yeah, there's no like pots sitting full of things they're going to use. They start fresh with every dish, which is crazy. I kind of want to eat there again.
That's why it's so good.
And then what else did we eat that was like good that we could write? Oh, Bayou, but we've talked about the Bayou before.
Bayou was,
We had alligator pie. No.
And I had crawfish etouffee with blackened catfish. Oh, so good. So good. You're hungry now, aren't you? It's about lunchtime. Luke
Sightwalker says a lot of time spent eating. Yes, part of this particular trip away for the weekend was to do a little bit of a food tour.
Yeah.
For each meal. Fun. We didn't just eat constantly, but for the 3 meals, we were very particular about where we wanted to go. Except, I don't know, lunch. What did we do for lunch?
We kind of just had 2 meals a day.
Yeah, it was like big, crazy breakfast and big, crazy
kind of brunches
dinners.
And then dinner.
Yeah, kind of brunchy time, breakfast kind of stuff. Because we tried to sleep in. Didn't really work, but we tried.
I did.
I told them on the show this morning about the guy who's mad about the pool. So I've been through all that. We don't have to talk about that guy again. He sucks. What
about new people? Are there new people that just listen to Skim? Probably not, huh?
Oh, I'm sure there's some, but a lot of them are the same. I don't know. But today I'm going to go well because Kim is in a mood and
I'm in a cooking mood. I'm in a cooking and gardening mood.
When she's in that kind of mood, we all benefit.
I already have planted some plants this morning, watered everything, made 3 meals. Yeah.
We all benefit directly from Kim's
laundry.
Good mood. Yeah. Well done. Oh. We should talk about that. Nick had a blanket full of dog barf he just threw in the laundry room. What was that about?
And I had no idea. So I'm like, oh, well, there's another blanket to throw in. I shove it in there. And then I realized there's dog barf falling off of it onto the floor of the laundry room. And I'm like, what fresh hell is this? Oh, my gosh.
Big chunks
so gross.
Big chunks of dog. Now, dog barf shouldn't bother you as much as it does. I am going to say that.
Barf bothers me.
Barf should bother you. Barf is gross. But when it's from a dog, it's usually like it's just the food.
Don't care.
It's not like a guy in a
don't care
bar barfing.
I'm sorry, dog. There was barf falling out of a blanket onto my floor of my laundry room, and Nick was still in bed, and I was like, "That's it, get up and take care of this. You can't do this."
It's his dog too.
And he was like, "Sorry, it happened at 4 a.m. I just stuck it." I'm like, "Next time, set it on the front porch or something." Oh.
So when he threw it in there on the floor, I don't know what he thought was going to come of that.
I think take care like of a lot of things, Mom's going to take care of it.
On Mother's Day, throws a barf blanket in there? Well, I guess it was today, this morning, right?
Doesn't matter. Every day should be Mother's Day.
What happened to the dog? What did he eat? What did she eat? I
don't know. There's no telling. She may have just chewed on part of her blanket. Who knows?
Dog barf, man. Dog barf.
That was loads of fun.
Anyway,
that's all right, though.
That's how we spent our weekend.
That got taken care of, too.
Yeah, it's all good now.
It's all clean.
Let's read some emails. Keaton wrote in. I think we know Keaton. Somehow that name, every time I see the name Keaton, and he'll probably email me and go, dude, I talk about this all the time.
I've met you in person 5 times, maybe.
I feel like I know this Keaton. Anyway, he says this. He's talking about episode 22. Says, hey, Scott and Kim, I just want to... What?
Never mind. Keep going.
Well, what'd you do?
I just started
Are you jumping ahead?
I started reading it, and I went, crap.
Don't jump ahead. Hey, Scott and Kim, just wanted to email a few comments about last week's show. You spoke a lot about your appearance last week, and I figure I should weigh in. I was talking about how freaking fat I am right now. He says, I was the cool guy with the goatee and glasses sitting across from both of you at TMS Vegas on the couches. That's who it
That's why you know Keaton. I started to read that and went, crap, yes.
That's how I know Keaton.
That's how you know.
At the Cornish pasty, in the bar area. It was so close. He says, so I was close enough to know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Scott, the only way you talk about your weight and the mole on your head makes it seem like you're 500 pounds with a facial disfigurement. Yes, this is the mole. Where is it?
You can't even see it.
Yeah, you can.
You can barely see it.
Where is it? Oh, it's on this side.
Where is it?
It's on this side. See that little thing? See? Now you can't not see it. I gotta get it burned off. Anyway, you look good. Kim, your hair is fresh as hell, and you can wear whatever you want. Your kids can suck it up. You both look great, and I could look at both of you good folks. What? Oh, and if I could look as good as both of you folks do when I'm your age, that will be a win in my book. Anyway, love the show. Take care.
Thanks, Keaton. Oh my gosh, that's so nice.
I'm not that old.
You really had to find something negative about this comment?
I'm so cranky today. I can't do it.
Cranky.
I really
Cranky
am.
Pants Johnson over here.
Gray clouds today for me. I don't know why.
And it's sunny, so stop it.
It's a beautiful day out. I should take the dogs for a walk.
Yep. See? Thinking the same thing.
Chat room says draw a little face where my mole is. Make that like one eye of it.
That'll be in your avatar. You have to make sure your mole's in there.
Part of my problem is that weird throat thing's going on. I got a swollen
something
thing.
Or other.
You had it too. It's like allergies or something, but I get this swollen little lymph node right here. It's not like a sore throat.
It's probably allergies. I'm sorry.
Tender, man.
I have the same problem going on. I don't know what's going on.
It's like a cracked and bleeding nipple. All right, moving on. Scott and Kim, says Michael from Columbus, Ohio. I need some advice. Are you ready?
Okay.
And I hope a couple that's been through as many challenges and experiences as you have may be able to point me in the right direction. I was on vacation last week with some friends, and I met a girl. Oh, this is sweet.
So nice.
So far, this is very sweet.
Okay.
A friend of a friend of a friend who also came on the trip. I fell harder and faster for her than anyone I've ever met. We clicked so easily and shared so much, but about ourselves in a very short time together. We even extended our vacations in part to spend more time together. But then we had to part ways and return to our home cities. And here's the catch. She's out in a western state. I'm in Ohio. I wish you would tell us what western state.
Well, that's all right.
Colorado.
Maybe she doesn't want us to know.
Could be up there in Wyoming. Something shitty like Idaho. Just kidding. Just kidding, Idaho. We love you.
In any case, they live far apart. Okay.
My nose itches.
Sorry, my face hit the mic.
That's terrible. Show's over. Anyway, says we agreed to keep talking and talked about trying to see each other this summer. I'm settled in here with a decent job, family, and friends, and she's not planning to move east anytime soon. How do I balance the need to protect myself with the strong emotional pull I'm feeling toward this incredible person? I don't want to let this slip past me because of distance. I also don't want to hold her back emotionally, and it's never going to work. If it's never going to work. I am so glad this happened, but now it sucks. Please help. Much love, Michael.
Okay.
What do you say, babe? Because you used to be a long-distance relationship.
Yes. We were in a long-distance relationship for a little while. Long-distance relationship.
Not very long. Kim was in Mississippi. I was here. I was in Salt Lake.
I have a hard time with this because I feel like if you're supposed to be together and you know you're supposed to be together, you have to work it out, whatever that is. And it usually takes some sacrifice.
Supposed to, because do you feel like you and I were supposed to be together, or did we just get lucky?
I think we both, a little bit of both.
All right.
Where would you be without me right now?
Oh, I'd be hosed.
And where would I be?
Or maybe I'd be in that loft
running
apartment
a large
downtown.
CEO. Just kidding.
You'd be running the world's largest female-owned business.
Just kidding. Michael, I don't know what to tell you. You have to decide. You have to decide if you're supposed to be with this. The way he talks about her, this incredible person.
It feels like it's a bummer if you don't. You know, at the very least, get out west and visit her on her side.
Yes.
Out here.
Find out what it is that you have in common in her common place, and maybe have her come to Ohio and find out what it is in your common place, and decide if it still is as magical as when you're on vacation, because it was on vacation.
Yeah. And I'm a unabashed fan of the Western United States outside of LA, because I can't stand LA. But I like this half. I like hot chocolate.
No, I feel like you have to find out what it's like on your common grounds, like on yours or hers. Find out what they're like not on vacation.
Yeah, and you know what would be good is to spend some time out with her here and learn her quirks and her stuff, just to make sure it's all good.
And when you get together, and if it doesn't suck, because you're saying now that this has happened and now it sucks because you're apart, find out if it was the situation. Well, you extended your vacations. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Also, if
stay together longer.
Be with her. Be with her when she's not at her tip-toppy shape, or you either. Like. What I mean by that is, like, when you're on dates and things, you're really showing your best side. You want to see the other side. Like, maybe every time, maybe she says, I need to go have a meeting with the governor, and then farts really loud every time. And you just don't know it until she does it. Or maybe you do a thing that
at least need to Skype and find this stuff out. Maybe you don't have to visit each other where you are, but Skype and find out on a day-to-day basis what it is that you found so attractive about her.
Sure.
And vice versa.
Yeah. Now, here's the problem. Chat room's asking how long were we apart during our long-distance relationship. And it wasn't very long because Kim was coming so we met, and then we talked a bunch for a couple of months.
And then I was in college 4 hours away. So it was more like I would be gone all week and then see him on the weekend, most weekends. The second semester, she went
to Rick's college in Idaho, which is
now BYU.
Now BYU Idaho. They own it now. But what was it? What was the town?
Sorry, had to sneeze.
That is not a normal sneeze. That's like a fairy sneeze. Like a little fairy flew in from the fantasy world and said, "I'm here to show you what I sneeze like."
I was in Rexburg, Idaho.
Rexburg, that's it.
And he was still in Salt Lake, so we were 4 hours apart every week, sometimes 2 weeks apart.
Yeah,
and so it was a different kind of a long distance. It wasn't like an entire summer, which I don't know how you do that.
She came down here a lot. I went up there a couple of times.
Yeah.
Kim would come during the winter when it was like. No, you didn't. I was working.
4 hours each way. That was quite a sacrifice.
Yeah, but I had to work on weekends. Anyway, so it wasn't. We kind of had that bit of a cheat, and I think you always thought you might come out this direction anyway. You were never going to stay in Mississippi.
Yeah, I thought I would move out here either way.
I mean, no offense to anyone who loves Mississippi, and there are parts of Mississippi I absolutely love, but you were always kind of ready to go somewhere.
I was that 18-year-old that was like, okay, I'm going to go fun places.
You were prepped to launch, ready to launch. What's that?
I think there's a lot of kids that do that. There's you have kids who graduate high school and they're like, I am gone, and then others that stay at home more, and it just depends on their personality.
Yeah. So in this case, he's actually got a little harder thing to deal with. But one thing we didn't have in those early heady 90s was anything like Skype or we just had phones and phone bills. So you have every reason to keep up.
In the mail.
Yeah.
Actual snail mail.
So FaceTime each other, text, Slack each other, whatever.
And good luck, because I think that is really cool that you found someone that quickly, that you were that head over heels over to extend your vacation, to spend more time together.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to get home, you have to go to your job, you have to do feed the cat, all that stuff. But I think you'd be crazy not to at least talk every day for a while and see what happens.
Now, on a different subject, here's part of the problem. Look at this video. When I had surgery on this side of my face.
This has nothing to do with
Michael.
That's
why I said different topic. Wow. When I had surgery on this side of my face, it pulled all my skin this direction. And now you can see where it does it. Can you see like that little
So notice that Scott just sits here and looks at himself during the show.
It's because this video's on and it's showing me how gnarly I look lately. I just look gnarly. Not in a positive way.
Maybe we need to move it over.
You look nice.
You need to move that screen over here so you can't see it.
You look as good as ever. Look at you.
But Michael, good luck.
You could be a booby streamer.
We appreciate the letter. Excuse me?
You could be. You could be an ASMR booby streamer and just eat ham sandwiches on the mic or whatever they do.
That wasn't pretty at all.
People are into that stuff. All right.
Anyway,
Michael, good luck to you. We got one more here from Ray Hargis. That's a cool name. I'm Ray Hargis. Welcome to my planet. All right, he says this. The subject is Skim getting hitched and wondering how it's done. Dear Scott and Kim, my lovely fiance and I are getting married in a year. Well, congratulations. In our own backyard, and it's frightening and exciting. The backyard or the marriage?
I'm sure just the backyard.
Okay.
Sounds exciting.
Safe to say we might have most of it figured out. However, we would like to hear what you guys went through on your big day, or more importantly, what led up to it. What you two might suggest from your experience. What we should worry about, not worry about, look forward to, blah, blah, blah. No pressure to answer, kids. Much love, Ray and Sierra. Well, Ray and Sierra, first of all, congratulations. Second of all,
congratulations.
It was a great day. It was easy. I mean, I was nervous.
I think the hard part for a couple, or at least a bride, because I've only been the bride side.
Yeah, the bride side.
Is figuring out what's really, really important to you that's actually really, really important. I find that a lot of couples worry about the things that aren't as important, and they don't realize that till after the day. We've talked about that before.
I just noticed our shirts look like we're attached. Look, like a two-headed monster. Sorry, I'm listening still. I'm totally listening.
You're staring at yourself going...
I'm not. This thing's just right here. I can't help it. I'm feeling very vain lately.
Oh, my gosh. Turn. There
but
you go.
What else? Like,
don't you feel like that, though? You feel like after your wedding, you went, why was I so worried about that one thing that I thought was the most important thing, whether it was the flowers, the colors, the bridesmaids' dresses, whatever it was, after the day?
100%.
You kind of went, man, I put so much effort in that, and I fought with people, and I made sure it was exactly this, and during that day...
The actual pomp and circumstance of the actual event is stupid, too.
Well, it isn't stupid.
I'm not stupid. It's for other people. You think it's for you. It's not. It's for your parents. It's for your in-laws, and that's fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, just know this. When you go in, you're going to think it's going to be the most incredible day of your life. Maybe up to that point it is, but...
Figure out what
pretty quick you're going to go,
parts of that are the most important day of your life.
Yeah, and you're going to later go, well, that was for your mom that we did that. And we may as well have eloped to Vegas or something like that. That's how that's how I felt.
If you're getting married in your backyard, if you're already there and living together or seeing each other every single day, that's mostly what it's like. Yeah. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's great. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm excited for you.
That's very exciting.
Just getting started, man.
Just figure out what it is that's important that you know will be important to you afterwards. I find that one of the most important things are pictures.
Pictures of what? Oh.
Of the day.
Oh.
Because that's what you have. At the end of the day, you're not going to put that dress back on. Your bridesmaids are probably never going to wear those dresses. The guys will be like, sweet, I got a new tie out of this. This is great. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is that you do, your pictures and the two of you are all that's left at the end.
Yeah. Pictures and video.
Pictures and
you got no excuse. You live in a time where you got all the shite.
I would say that is the coolest part because then you get to relive that and see it again and smile about it again.
Yeah. And send each other cute little texts and stuff. I mean, this is a little embarrassing, but Kim and I do this all the time. She'll go shopping somewhere and then just in between things, just send me a quick little I love you on her text.
Yeah.
And it's nice. I like it. I get in the middle of the day, it's like, oh.
26 years. I tell that to the kids whenever Scott does something really dumb, and I'll go, 26 years, baby. 26 years.
Well, wait, define really dumb. What's really dumb?
There's lots of them.
Name one. I want to hear one.
When he says things like, I just need a nap with the dog. I'm
that's
like,
not
really?
Dumb?
That dog gets more cuddling than I do. Let's be honest. And then I'll go, 26 years, baby.
I'm looking forward to that today at some point. I'm going to cuddle with that dog.
So hopefully Ray and Sierra, you can say that. Yeah. Every year, as the numbers grow, higher and higher, 26 years, baby. Look what I got to deal with.
Yep, that's all true. I can't deny any of this.
And it's been super fun. It's
been
really fun.
It's been all right.
And, wow.
There's been ups. There's been downs.
It's been all right.
There's been trucks. There's been clowns. I'm trying to come up with a song. Do a song here for everybody. No, like you.
There's been whites. There's been browns.
There have been whites and browns, and your mom likes one half of that.
Okay. That wasn't where I was going with that. I was thinking laundry.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Whites and browns? I don't want to know what that means.
No, you don't.
All right. So let me... All right, let me make a comment. We were at the hotel, and I noticed that there were like 1,000 new married couples this weekend.
Well, we were there on a Saturday,
yeah,
and I think all these couples were coming straight from their receptions to the hotel. So we were in the lobby playing 99.
We were playing 99.
And eating cookies. It was great.
Yeah, and I made the comment, there's a lot of divergening happening at this hotel, and you all acted so embarrassed that I would say that.
Well, it wasn't that you said it, it's that you said it really loudly. And we weren't that far away from these poor kids that just looked nervous.
They all looked very young. There was a couple of couples that were older, but we love marrying young in Utah. Don't ask.
I don't know why.
It's a thing. It's a weird
anyway,
thing.
it was super fun to see that. And
yeah, it was fun. I'm excited for every one of those kids because they were kids.
Yeah. A lot of them were kids.
They were all like Nick's age, and it freaked me out. Well, they were probably older than Nick, but not by much.
Not by much.
But like Carter's age.
I don't know. Nick turns 19 this week.
Yeah, Thursday is Nick's birthday.
Holy cow.
How are we celebrating? What are we doing?
The baby is 19? Ugh.
I think I'm going to go vape with him or something.
Actually, he doesn't do that.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. We'll do our first vape, father and son vape.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
You get like some kind of vanilla cherry.
Absolutely not.
All right.
But he is going to go see, what's the movie he's seeing Thursday for his birthday?
Dirt Boogers meets...
What's the...
Oh, he's going to go see John Wick 3.
John Wick. He's going to go see John Wick
big
for
fan.
His birthday.
We're all big fans of John Wick here in the house, Johnson House. And he's going to do that for his birthday. But you and I aren't going because we're watching a grandchild.
Van.
Yeah, we're watching Van. So
we'll go the next week, you and I, to see the movie.
Okay.
$5 Tuesdays.
I got to see John Wick. Anyway, I wonder if there's another dog that dies. Better not be. Anyway, let's not talk about the movie. Let's play this phone call I got from a listener. Do you want to hear it?
Yep.
This is pretty cute. Check it out.
I just wanted you to know that ever since your last episode, my wife and I have adopted the double birds F off as a token of affection that we say to each other. Catch you later. Bye.
Double bird F off.
They've adopted the double bird F off.
I don't know if he means the actual double bird or if he's just saying double bird F off and she laughs or whatever, or if he's actually...
Well, isn't double bird basically saying F off?
Yeah,
anyway?
yeah, no.
I mean, I like this.
It's two birds worth of F off.
He's adopted it. It's part of their people now.
Because this is F off. This is double bird F off.
Yes.
Twice the F off for the price of one.
No more Fs to give.
Double backflip. You do back here. Ow.
You're going to hurt
My
yourself.
back sucks. My back sucks.
26 years.
Look at this. Fat. I got this going. Whatever that is, pulling off to the left side as if there's like a string yanking me.
Stop.
Shouldn't do that on the...
No, you shouldn't. Stop.
All right. Let's move on to this fun stuff.
Will you remember to eat the right way?
All right. Because we've been out of town all weekend, there really wasn't much in the way of creative cooking. But now you're back. You're into it.
Back.
So
I'm cooking.
What
I've
are we
already
making?
made pork chops.
Pork chops.
This morning.
Oh my gosh.
I've made a curry chicken, and I've made the beef. I can't remember the name of it, but it was all from the box that came last week.
Oh, right. And you got to do that now. Or they were starting to not smell bad, but they were starting to permeate the fridge.
Yes, the onions that were already chopped were starting to permeate the fridge. So I chopped some fresh ones, made you some lunch.
I prefer
and
white
dinner
onions.
And lunch for tomorrow.
White onions? I prefer white onions. I said onions.
Yes, you did.
Why?
White dungeons.
That's racist. Let's not have to go
White
there.
onions.
Why do you got to make it about race?
So, yes, Scott likes white onions over yellow.
Yeah, I don't like the yellow
I think
onions.
the yellow ones just make you burp more.
They're just
like,
stanky. They're bad.
they give you a little bit of heartburn.
Yeah.
So we usually cook with white anyway.
But I like some white onions or red onions. I'm down with those on burgers and stuff. And then Kim made some pickled onions that are to die for.
Those are pickled red onions.
I just need more excuses to put those on things. So whatever you've made today, I'll probably put some of those on there.
We could make some tacos out of them.
That sounds so good to me. Hey, have you heard of durian fruit? This came up on TMS today. It's like supposed to be the world's smelliest fruit.
I don't know anything about it.
You don't have any... Yeah, maybe we'll have to... Somebody send me a durian fruit. Sounds like a Game of Thrones house.
Someone's
I hadn't
asking
heard of
about... don't even know yellow onions exist.
Really?
Shallots are something different too.
Yeah, shallots
They're
aren't the
just
same.
kind of the regular onions. They're kind of yellow skinned, and then you have a really white skin, and then you have the red, or
Yeah.
they're kind of purple.
Yeah.
But shallots are something different altogether. I love cooking with shallots because they are milder.
I think of Gene
it's a little
Shalit,
bit
movie reviewer Gene Shalit.
I'm actually growing shallots in the garden this year.
Will they have curly afro hair like Gene Shalit,
Yes.
movie reviewer?
Yes, they will.
Okay, great. Do I have the right guy in my head? Is that the guy with the mustache and the huge
Yes.
fro? Okay.
Yep. Did you like that sound?
That's pretty good. All right. Well, that's all you're going to get for that today, everybody. I guess that's it. I do love these voicemails, so more of them, please. We only got one this week, so we want more. 801-471-0462 is the voicemail line. You can ask anything, say anything, whatever. You heard that one. You know the drill. It's easy. And if it's too long, we may not play it. It needs to be, 30 seconds to a minute, something like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I like the double bird F off.
Double bird F off. That might be today's episode title. I don't actually know. Anyway, the pleasure has been ours to be hanging with you tonight. We'll be back next week with more of this. And again, 11:30
On Mondays.
On Mondays. That's the new plan. It's up on the streaming schedule. I've already changed it, and I'm trying to be really good about keeping that up to date so you guys can count on it. Also, in the meantime, please head on over to frogpants.com/skim, and the reason I want you to do that is because on that website, you can join our Discord. Our Discord is hopping right now. It's going great. They're being recipes shared, thoughts shared. Kim's in there now. You got a little...
Oh, my gosh.
Remember that thing?
I am in there now. I forgot.
You look at your cool... You got
it's like
a good...
I'm smelling my eyeballs.
Doing
it's
the
terrible.
baby. Looky, how cute.
Yep.
Anyway, there's always something to be said or had over there, so go check that out. Again, and Jeannie's probably putting that in the chat room. I don't know. She may not be. But anyway, that's over at frogpants.com/skim, and everything else you need to have and use for the show is over there. If you're like, man, I sure wish there was a way to help this show and throw a little tippage at us, you can do it by going to patreon.com/frogpants. That's patreon.com/frogpants. You benefit shows just like this one when you do that.
Yes, it benefits us directly.
Thank
you.
That's how we pay the bills.
It's how we pay the bills.
Has to get done, or ain't no skim. All right, that's going to do it. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com. That's it. We did it. Thanks,
And
hon.
there you have it.
Are you going somewhere now? Where are you going?